Welcome to Satsang. Welcome, welcome. If you have a question or report, please feel free to speak at any time. No question is necessary. Please feel free to be quiet all the time. Even in the midst of questioning and reporting. Oh, let's see. Okay. Okay. You're over your quota, but that's all right.
Why can we wait?
Okay, good. Wait. Wait and see. Really. Wait and see. And then, if it's not answered, ask it. Wait and see. This is because we're very old friends and a lot of questions and answers have gone between us. If you've only asked 3 or 4 questions before, please feel free to ask at any time. Once it gets up into 5 and 6, you might want to question the question itself and see if it's not the same old question in different semantics. And if it is, see if it hasn't already been answered. Otherwise, please ask it. Well, what is it that separates you from total, absolute fulfillment? Since you aren't asking me questions, I'll ask you. Seriously. If you're seeking fulfillment, what is it that separates you? Yes? Fear. Find this fear right now. Satsang is the place for fear to be investigated. Not to be overcome, not to be gotten rid of, to be investigated. What is the reality of fear? Are you aware of fear right now? Good. You immediately take your full consciousness into that fear. In order for this to happen, you can't be talking about the fear, where it comes from, what's on the other side of it, what it means. Just directly, totally experience fear and tell me quickly, what do you discover?
Lack of self.
No, wait. Please, this lady.
Intensity?
Move directly into the intensity. Don't settle for any label. Leave all labels behind, all story about the fear behind. Into the core of fear. What is there? Quickly, everyone's waiting.
Nothing.
Nothing! Stand up and show everybody this nothing, please. Quickly. Are you sure? Good. Yes, invite it back. And now you forget your fear, invite all of your neighbors' fear. The whole collective fear. You must discover what is at the core of fear. The great dreaded fear. You discover this and you discover what is at the core of everything. All phenomena. Not to get rid of phenomena, not to overcome phenomena, not to erase phenomena, but to discover the reality at the core of everything that has been labeled something. Okay? This is the limit of my teaching. That's it. We're finished, we all go home. You are this core. And this core, maybe in this instant, is called nothing. But don't stop with any label. Directly experience this nothing. Discover what is at the core of nothing. Never settle for any label, even if it seems better than the last one, even if it seems more expansive. Never settle. This is called non-abidance in the mind. This is the appendix to my one teaching. No one taking notes tonight? This is the night for notes. Yes.
I came to satsang last week for the first time, and lots of thoughts have gone through my head. And now when you talk about fear, I can look at fear or whatever else is there. I can get to the core of that. But is it still okay to feel that?
Everything is okay. We're not speaking of okay here, or right or wrong. It's not what you should do. It's not that you should experience the core, or you should not be afraid. This is totally a different order. In satsang, those who are called to satsang, those whom satsang appears, there is this desire to discover the truth, to be free. What did Suzanne say? To go home, to be free from the psychological, physical trauma that is lodged in memory. And this memory has to do with the past and the belief that it's real. And there is a mental aspect to that, there is a physical aspect to that in terms of cellular memory, and there's an emotional aspect. The opportunity is, without any technique to get rid of that or analyze it or trace it, to actually discover what is the reality. Not what seems to be the reality, not what is assumed to be the reality, but in direct experience, what is reality. And so fear arose because this is often the case with psychological, physical trauma. And this is a kind of contraction against life. And direct experience is the medicine, is the remedy. So it's not that it's a should, and you're certainly free to experience fear. Fear, when it is discovered, really, in its reality, in its essence, as nothing, then fear is quite wonderful. As it was before it was contracted against. I mean, what is fear? Sensation, you said. Adrenaline, excitement, movement. It's phenomena. Emotional phenomena, physical phenomena. So what? Just like a storm or clouds or seasons. There's nothing wrong with that. It's the play of the self, the play of God. Weather. So I'm not speaking of shoulds. And you're free to suffer also. I'm not saying you should not suffer. This is not about that. Suffer. Really, you really suffer. You really, really suffer, and suffering is not suffering. You really experience fear. Fear is not fear. And this is the opportunity. It's not a should. It's just an opportunity And this opportunity naturally quietens the mind, because the agitation of mental activity is some defense or strategy against being overtaken by this monster that fear portends. So it's simply breaking a certain trance. Breaking it, not analyzing it, not finding the cause and the effect, just directly experiencing it to discover what is at the core of all phenomena. It's like waking up in a nightmare. I don't know if you've ever had this experience. It's called lucid dreaming. Oh, excellent. Well, then you know. You wake up in the nightmare, and it's terrifying. You have heart palpitations, you have adrenaline. It seems very real. You wake up in the nightmare. You turn and face that you are running from. Face it. This is an ecstatic experience. This is the release of that contraction of energy against life, as if you are separate from life, and life is coming to get you. Yes, isn't that it? Always running, running, running. This is stopping and facing directly life. And if in life it appears to be fear, facing that. Despair, that. Joy, that. Bliss, that. Nothing, that. And see this core in which you and it dissolve. So it's okay. It's okay. Already there's quiet, right? Just, it's okay. You know, people bring to the spiritual search all the conditioning of learning in our culture, all cultures. That you must learn to read. You're bad if you don't learn to read. You'll never make it if you don't learn to read. This is a different order. You are the self. That's just a fact, whether you recognize it or not. The opportunity is to recognize it. That's all. Doesn't mean you're wrong if you don't. You get this? It doesn't mean you're wrong if you don't. It's just simply an opportunity. Your birthright. Somehow, as a human being, certain evolution, there is the opportunity to recognize yourself as beingness, not separate from life, not a particular being, but beingness itself, not separate from other human beings or any being, so-called sentient or insentient. Being is not separate from life.